Chris, Miami beat Kent State 79-63 today, scoring coming from pretty much everywhere. Can you talk about what was going well for you guys out there today?
Our ball movement was impeccable. It was really awesome to see how our guards penetrated into the paint, and were able to find me, Savannah, Kendall. It was awesome. We distributed the ball well, and so we got a lot of people, a lot of looks.
Speaking of scoring, you did hit your career high today, 15 points. How does that feel for you right now?
That's pretty cool. It's kind of been a long time coming for me, just a rough season last year with an injury and then trying to get back into it. So it's really exciting, fun to get the ball in my hands and be able to produce for my team.
Miami grabbed an early 11-0 lead and then got into a little bit of foul trouble. Can you talk about what was happening on the bench? What were you guys talking about just to get, your heads back on straight and kind of keep control of the game? Yeah.
Well, first off, big props to Lauren Dickerson. She held us strong in that second quarter. With the ball in her hands, we're pretty confident in her, and she did really well in the second quarter, keeping us in it. But on the bench, really, Coach was just talking about how we need to not let the refs get in our head. We were changing up our hedges a little bit so that they weren't as likely to call the foul on us. We were talking about setting our screens and just standing there so that they're less likely to call those fouls too.
You might think that getting into foul trouble, you'd be less aggressive, but you won the rebound battle today. How did you stick to your game plan even with having some of those fouls on the board?
Coach, it's funny. Coach just kept saying, be the aggressor, be the aggressor. Through the whole second half, that's what she kept telling us. And it showed, obviously, in the rebounds, but that's how they were going to make their comeback. And in the second quarter, they kind of stuck with us because they were out-rebounding us. So we just had to put our noses down and box them out hard and go get that ball.
What are you and the team going to take away from this game as you now go on the road to face Ohio and Western?
Yeah. So we have some big games coming up for sure. And I think it was just really awesome the way that even, it was our bye week, and so we had a lot of time to prepare. And it was awesome the way that our team came together. We learned some new plays. We, put some stuff together, and it was just a lot of fun seeing people step up in leadership roles. And so I think we'll take that confidence into our next games.
Thank you, and congratulations today.
Thanks.
Coach, Miami beat Kent State 79-63 at home today. Could you talk about what was working well for your offense?
I thought we got off to a great start in the first quarter, scored 22 points. Was definitely very confident on the offensive end to move the basketball, led by Lauren Dickerson. And then Kristen Levering was huge off the bench for us. Knew she'd get a few more minutes tonight just because of some illness from the week. And I thought she came in and played defensively great, being in the right spots. And then offensively, Lauren found her a couple times to hit her jump shot. She made great moves inside, so a huge spark overall. Thrilled with just our ability to stay poised. We were definitely the more, I thought, just veteran seasoned team through some adversity in the game, some foul trouble, just some up and down moments, and just really proud of our group for them staying together for 40 minutes.
Miami grabbed the early lead and then, as you mentioned, got into a little bit of foul trouble. How did you have them keep their heads on and continue to control the game despite having those fouls on the board?
I think we prepared all week for Kent State's ability to draw fouls. They're so good at just, throwing their bodies into people, and if they feel contact, they're going to continue to kind of put their bodies into you. Obviously, there was a lot of fouls called. They got to the free throw line a few more times than we wanted, but every time out we were talking about just being in the right position and have our hands up and be disciplined and not kind of, fall into the trap of, turning it into 30 free throws instead of what they shot. Ended up shooting 20, but we worked on it in practice, and then it's kind of funny at halftime just talking about, well, here it is, just exactly what we thought was going to happen, and give Lauren Dickerson and Leah just keeping the voice together with our team and staying confident, which I thought was good. And even when they made their run in the second half, we kept our composure.
Speaking of keeping your composure, you were able to keep it and win the rebound battle, even though you had that foul trouble. How did you stay aggressive but in control of the play?
I think our second half rebounding was really, really good. I thought there was a big difference in the first half versus the second half. We were going 5 people gang rebounding on the defensive end, and we knew every time we went up for a rebound there was going to be contact. So we had to be the tougher team, the stronger team, and we went through possession too that we had like 3 or 4 offensive rebounds and weren't able to capitalize a couple times off of it. But I think that gave us confidence, wore them down a little bit. So thrilled with the second half effort on the rebounding side.
Scoring was very distributed today with a lot of different people chipping in on different plays at different times during the game. What made Miami's offense so hard to defend today for Kent State?
I just thought our depth was one of our greatest strengths today. We were running different guard lineups in. Obviously, we said Kristen Levering was good. Bailey Reed brought a lot of energy, playing different positions. And I just thought we were able to kind of use our bench and keep some other kids fresh throughout the night. And just thrilled anytime you can get a win on your home court, especially coming off the bye week. You have to get that win. And just thrilled for like I said, Kristen and a couple people coming off the bench, and overall a really quality win.
Especially with the illnesses that you mentioned from earlier this week, how did having the bye this week really help bring the energy for the game today?
I think we were excited just about what we were playing for today. One Miami weekend, and thanks to President Crawford and Renata and our administration for putting this event on, inviting all our staff and faculty and people who work so hard just like we do, a chance to come in and watch hockey and men's and women's basketball. So definitely a home advantage today. It was really nice to see some new people and a lot of energy in the building. And then you could see all of us are wearing purple today for the We Back Pat Foundation and Coach Summit, who has, been a trailblazer and pioneer for women's basketball. And I know I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for somebody like her. And, across the country with women's basketball, you'll see it on TV with everybody honoring her and what she's done for our game. So thrilled to be a part of that. And it's nice to kind of showcase our team on a special day today.
What positives are you bringing away from this one?
Yeah, just thrilled. It's hard to win. It's hard to win in this league, and Kent State's a very scrappy young team, and they're going to continue to get better. And we got to obviously face them again, but we'll enjoy this one and get back ready to go for OU.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.